Greetings, Screenlings. I'm Chris from Whtie, and today we're going to bring you something a little bit different. So we are outside in the beautiful nature preserve at Binghamton University, and today I would like to discuss Pinus strobus, or more commonly known as white pine. White pine is a very common tree in the northeastern region of the United States. It can typically grow to be easily 200 to 250 years old, and there are various applications in terms of food and cooking that I would like to discuss. Firstly, the best way to identify a white pine tree is to look at the needles. Typically, when looking at the needles, everything is bundled in groups of 5. This is a very common characteristic of the white pine and is the easiest way to identify what it looks like. These needles are very interesting because you can create tea with them. You just need to let it steep for longer than normal tea. As you saw in the beginning of the video, that was me using some of my white pine tea that I created about a week and a half ago. So it's been steeping for roughly 12 days. Really good, very nutritional, has a lot of vitamin C. Another very interesting thing about white pine is the bark. You can actually use the bark, if processed correctly, to create flour, a type of interesting flour that you can actually purchase on Amazon. Lastly, another common aspect of the white pine tree is the sap. So if you've ever, run around the woods at home, climbed on the trees, and noticed that your hands were covered in sap, a common and very easy thing to do with this sap is if you collect enough of it, you could create something like a torch or a candle that gives you extended light during the night. I'm glad I could bring you a couple of useful applications for the white pine tree out in the wilderness. I know it's different from your typical greenhouse because in the greenhouse there are very unique plants that you don't typically see around here, but I figured I would show you something that's in nature, in the Binghamton region, and if you're ever here, if you're ever in this area where the white pine is growing, well, why don't you give it a try? Very easy, very fun, and it tastes great. Also, do not forget to subscribe. It would be very, 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 very greatly appreciated, and you get to enjoy a lot of content like this, or like some of our other videos.